by the time I decided whether to mint or not, the collection was sold out.
Yeah, and I remember like it took you like 2 seconds to make up your mind that you wanted to buy one, and then like 2 seconds later, everything was sold out. That's incredible. Welcome to a brand new episode of the DFINITY Pill Weekly Review. My name is Alex, this is Lucian, and today we'll talk about what happened on the internet computer last week. News! Cubetopia made a post on Discover, one of the most popular IC social media platforms, announcing that they will be building games on the internet computer. They plan to be the first DApp RPG/sandbox game built on the IC. We'll add a link to their Discover post in the description. Entrepot released a sneak peek of some new features, including the long-awaited self-minting tool and a new way for projects to whitelist their community members. If you've watched our podcast with Bob, one of Entrepot's core members, you know that many projects struggle with a launch date. The Email Network, the first decentralized email network on the internet computer, made a tweet explaining how decentralized email works. Basically, each email is divided into a header and a body. While the header is mainly used for indexing and authentication, the body is encrypted and stored in the canister. You can read the full explanation in the description below. The Island Collective released their first sneak peek of their VR-ready metaverse. In the video, we find ourselves on an island and we can see that the player is able to interact with objects, in this case with 2 DFINITY cubes. This looks promising and we will definitely keep an eye on them. Icy Snakes, one of the first NFT collections on ICP, has been approved for a $50,000 DFINITY developer grant. They have been working on their NFT marketplace for the past months, and this should give them the necessary fuel to deliver on their promises. According to this Medium article, ICNS, a naming service native on ICP, became part of Psychedelic DAO. The team said, and I quote, ICNS joining the stack will enable a ton of synergies and integrations. ICNS maps human-readable names like psychedelic.icp instead of crypto addresses and other types of records like social accounts, avatars, pictures, etc. As always, you can find the full article in the description below. Crowdfund NFT, an IC-native Kickstarter-like platform, will start a charity crowdfund with the UN Refugee Agency, aiming to donate 100% of the amount collected to help support Ukrainian families. And finally, there were 3 new NFT launches last week on Entrepot. Feminiverse, which we covered in a previous weekly review, launched on Entrepot on the 8th of March, the International Women's Day, together with Infinity Space Station. Both projects had a slow start and are still available to mint on the Entrepot Launchpad. Another project that we reviewed in our Aspiring Project of the Week segment that launched last week is ICPuppies. They broke all existing records, having sold out in a few seconds and amassed over 18,000 ICP this far in trading volume. I'm actually very excited about Entrepot releasing like sneak peeks of what's happening because we know what problem there was like on the internet computer with projects that could not find a launch date. And I think this is a very good step forward, and the team has definitely put a lot of man hours, and I love to see their progress.
Yeah, I saw the screenshots about the new systems that are coming to Entrepot, and I think they're very nice. I think they're very needed for every creator, and I think once all these products will be live, a lot of workload will be taken off their shoulders. So I think it's a step in the right direction. I'm really excited to see these tools being live on Entrepot.
Yeah, likewise. Icy Snakes has received this big grant from DFINITY, and I think that's great because they have been working on their website for how many months now?
I think for a few good months, maybe 4 months, 3 months, something like that.
And now they got this support from DFINITY, which I think means a lot, and it will allow them, to do the final push and finally release their product. And I think now, like more and more marketplaces will appear, and small projects, new projects will have more alternatives to where they will launch their collections.
Yeah, so I spoke to the guys from Icy Snakes quite a bit. They're very cool guys. I like them a lot. And from what I spoke with the guys from Icy Snakes, they told me they're going to have an application for the marketplace. They are also working on a wallet and other cool stuff that I'm really excited to see coming out.
We had 3 new NFT launches last week on Entrepot. One of them did exceptionally well. Like ICPCs, like they broke all the records. So did you manage to mint any computers?
Yeah, unfortunately not, because by the time I decided whether to mint or not, the collection was sold out. I didn't manage to mint anything.
Yeah, and I remember like it took you like 2 seconds to make up your mind that you wanted to buy one, and then like 2 seconds later, everything was sold out. That's incredible.
We are going to have the guys from Crowdfund as guests on our podcast, probably next week or in 2 weeks from now, but I'm really excited to hear from them what their project is all about.
You guys already talked to them, you got to know one another, so we will make it happen as soon as possible. Aspiring project of the week. The first aspiring project of the week is DFINITY Nuclear Ship, a 10,000 hand-drawn collection revolving around sheep and their 10 clan heads that begin a treacherous journey in search of new lands on which to expand their colony. The team behind DFINITY Nuclear Ship is made of professional illustrators, animators, and special effects designers who have worked with a number of celebrities and artists. We had the pleasure of chatting with them, and they showed us their portfolios, which are very impressive. And we even convinced them to show us what's coming for DFINITY Nuclear Ship, and we're sure you love it as much as we did. Until now, we've been able to see the story evolve with the promise of something huge that will happen before the launch of the collection. The Nuclear Ship team has been very transparent with their artwork by constantly uploading time-lapse videos with the drawing process and are currently updating their roadmap. The complete future is unknown because the story needs to unfold in order for the public to take in the full depth of the project. What we know is that they're planning to make a play-to-earn game that, in their words, will blow your mind by having stunning graphics and an exciting story to back it all up. They also announced future animated sneak peeks that will showcase what the game will look like and much more. There is also one more thing that they haven't announced yet, so this is another DFINITY Pill premiere. They're planning to release a second collection of Nuclear Ship. Unfortunately, they didn't want to give us more details on this future collection because, as they always say, the story has yet to unfold. But what we know is that the second collection will be airdropped to the holders of the first collection. The DFINITY Nuclear Ship will launch on April 11th on Entrepot. You can find them on Twitter as DFINITY Ship, and their website is coming soon. So we met the guys behind the DFINITY Nuclear Ship. Super cool. Very professional, and they will come on the DFINITY Pill podcast, actually, not on the weekly review. So we'll have them on the podcast. You will see them.
Yeah, what makes me excited about the DFINITY Nuclear Ship project is the team behind it. So whenever I invest in a token or an NFT or a project or whatever, I research the team very well. What I invest in is not the project itself, but the team. So if the team is capable, then I can safely invest my money or my tokens. And since they're illustrators and special effect designers and animators and all that kind of stuff, and since we also saw their previous projects they worked on, I'm really excited about this.
And this is their first NFT project, so their work is, like their past work, is outside of the crypto space. And yeah, definitely looking forward to see what they will do. We have the second aspiring project of this week, which is called ICGiraffes. ICGiraffes is a 10,000 NFT collection with an interesting backstory. They promise breeding, royalties, a play-to-earn game and a token, and many more things. The story begins when the chieftains of their giraffe tribes decided to move out from the savannah into a nearby city and to be part of the human evolution. The utilities of this project are plenty and significant. Their collection contains 25 giraffe ministers, which offer a 35% resale commission to their holders for life. These are highly valuable NFT pieces that are up for grabs on the 23rd of March when they have set their official launch with the CCC marketplace. Their collection will be a total of 10,000 IC giraffes and an additional 5,000 baby giraffes that will be breedable through the staking of 2 IC giraffes NFTs purchased or received through various community activities. Also, there are 10 custom design chiefs of each profession, which will be the rarest NFTs in the whole collection. The best part of their utilities is that they will develop a play-to-earn game where IC Giraffe holders will be able to play a mini-game and win tokens. You can find them on Twitter as IC Giraffes, and their website is ICGiraffes.com. They promised a lot. I went over, their socials. I think the artwork looks good. I think they have big plans, and if they manage to deliver on everything that they said, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think the artwork is super nice. I like the giraffe design. What makes me excited about this is the breeding mechanism. I generally like breeding NFTs, and getting a baby giraffe can be super fun.
As always, make sure to do your own research before jumping in on a project. But what you can do in the meantime is you can go to their Discord and tell them hello from the DFINITY Pill, and get to know the team a little better. So those were the highlights of last week. So we'll wrap it up with a contest. But before that, we will add the winners of the last episode on the screen. If you won, congratulations. And now follow the instructions in the official DFINITY Pill tweet for a chance to win 3 DFINITY nuclear sheep and 5 IC giraffes. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, share the video with a friend, and click the bell icon in order to stay up to date with all the news happening on the internet computer. My name's Alex, this is Lucian, and you just took the DFINITY Pill. See you next time.